Hi everyone, siblings in Christ, fellow Emmanuelites. My name is Roger Bowen. I have some notes here so we can keep on track. My wife Kenan and I are members at Emmanuel, part of the congregation. We also worship at Trinity Church here in Stanton. I'm speaking to you from our home here on Sherwood Avenue, the yellow house with the black shutters. This is the Halloween street, some of you may know. 1,400 trick-or-treaters each Halloween. And some other Episcopalians are scattered about here on Sherwood too. Carter Green and Vicky live next door, and the Kivligans, the elder and younger, live in the other direction, down Sherwood. And Harrison May lives across the street, behind the trees over there. Bev Kaufman is filming this. Peterson's up behind where she's filming now, 10 Trinity, so do Ted and Katie Cathy. Well, we may be scattered about now even more, but we're nowhere nearly as isolated as the men that some of us have met in prison out in Craigsville. We can't continue our ministry out there, obviously, visiting and worshiping those men, but we can pray for them. I wrote a little piece about my first experience with some of you as we visited the prison, so let me read it for you. It'll be our Wednesday meditation for this week. Although they typically celebrate Eucharist together, my first trip to the prison with our group of Emmanuel folks was to help lead a lessons and carol service at the prison. I expected a few semi-interested inmates to show up, maybe using this program as a way to break the monotony of their life in their cells. I expected some attitude too. Years ago, while serving as a headmaster of a school, an Episcopal school in Monterey, California, I was one of 3 guys that took monthly AA meetings to another maximum security prison called Soledad. Out there, those inmates were trying to stay sober and live into the promises of AA, but there was, I felt, a heavy dose of resentment in the discussions, born of anger and pain. I expected the same here at the Virginia prison too. The long application process, the clearance, the orientation for doing this work had reinforced that kind of anticipation. So I was nervous. I had my guard up. But on that first night, the lessons and carols night, I was bowled over by what happened. Maybe 80, maybe more, denim-clad men filed into the gym and took their seats and sat down quietly, waiting. Well-worn, dog-eared copies of the Bible were carried in some of their hands. Several of the men volunteered to read the lessons. And when they did it with confidence and drama. Others in the crowd followed along, marking their Bibles as the service progressed. And then came the singing. Oh my goodness. Full-throated, top volume, harmonized, room-filling, heart-wrenching singing, like their grandmas had taught them singing, kind of singing. I stood in the midst of the crowd of men, but I couldn't participate. I couldn't sing. The lump in my throat prevented me from doing that. So there was an hour of that. 10 lessons, 10 carols, handshakes afterward, thank yous, tears, mine, Christmas time, and then the exit, our exit, the clanging of sliding steel doors and locks, alarm buzzers along the hallways, and out we walked beyond the stadium lights, the coiled barbed wire, into that dark, cold January night. Earlier during the service, a big guy to my right leaned over after one of the hymns, and he extended his hand to shake, and he quietly said, November 2036, and just looked at me. And it took me a moment, but then I knew what he was saying. You know, when the people of God have been really scattered, more scattered, all the way down through time, scattered because of disaster or persecution or plague, we continue. We continue because the work of the church is essential. And so my request here today in this Wednesday meditation is to remember those men in Craigsville and men and women in prisons everywhere. Some who have a date, like November 2036, and some maybe have no date at all.